Welcome to the File-AID MVS Online Comparing Load Libraries module. Here you will be taken through a scenario based on a business case need to compare load libraries. As we proceed, understand that every detail and option of every screen will not be covered. When more detail is needed, several options are available. First of all, the File-AID MVS User's Guide and Online Reference Manual are available for download on Frontline. Next, on the File-AID Primary Option menu, access to the tutorial is provided. Finally, on any screen within File-AID, pressing F1 will take you to the corresponding area within the tutorial. In this example, we are on the Compare Load Library Criteria screen. Pressing F1 for help displays the Compare Load Library Criteria tutorial screen. Here is the scenario. The most recent backup copy of a production load library was accidentally deleted. The task is to determine how much the current load library differs from the only available backup copy. From the File-AID Primary Option menu, we choose Option 10 for the Compare utility. Next, we must specify the old data set. In this case, it is the only available backup. The dataset name is entered. Here we want to compare all members of the PDS, so we use an asterisk in place of a member name. If the member name is left blank, a standard File-AID PDS processing options screen will appear. Next, we must specify the new dataset, the current production load library. The dataset name is entered. On the execution options screen, we choose to run this compare as a batch job. We will look at running online a bit later. Compare criteria may be saved and reused, similar to selection criteria. Here we have none. The Compare Load Library Criteria screen requires user input about which load module and CSECT elements to compare. Here we will look at only load module sizes and link dates. Choosing Modify Print Defaults allows for tailoring the compare report. Default values are those last used for a load library compare. Here we choose the print options to tailor the report content. With the criteria build complete, the compare is ready to run. We press Enter to create the batch JCL. On the JCL specification screen, we enter the JCL command to edit the generated JCL. Here we have modified the syslistdd statement to write the report to a specific dataset. Batch processing for this example was chosen near the beginning on the execution options screen shown here. If online processing had been chosen instead, most of the subsequent screens would be the same. The recommendation screen, seen here, would also appear because the link and CSECT options will increase report size and direct viewing on the screen may be cumbersome. On the Criteria Build Complete screen, the first option would be Enter to execute. The report would display directly on the screen in a browse session along with the Compare Completed message. Note that the report is contained in a temporary file. Upon ending this browse session, you would have the option to print the report. Choosing Yes displays the standard File-AID Print Parameters screen. This load library compare has been run 2 times using different reporting options. We will briefly examine portions of the detail reports. The complete reports may be downloaded. Begin by clicking on the Attachments tab. The first compare was run with only 3 options enabled. The complete report is only 156 lines. Here in Exhibit 1, we see that Load Module Ager 100 has increased in size dramatically. The second compare was run with all options enabled. The complete report here is well over 100,000 lines. As we see in Exhibit 2, the information is too detailed for discussion here. The attachment does contain the first few pages of the detail report and all of the summary reports. Over 2,000 pages of detail have been omitted. This concludes this module. Thank you.